Welcome back to Crawford-Clark Close-Up's James Bond Retrospective. Before we dive into the tenure of present incumbent Daniel Craig as 007, we need to give you our favourite 5 moments from the Pierce Brosnan era of Bond. Having been promised the role back in 1986 and all set to start filming on The Living Daylights, Brosnan's contract with TV series Remington Steele was renewed at the last minute, meaning that he lost out on the role of Bond. Fast forward to 1994 and Brosnan gets a second chance in the limelight, a little older and a little more savvy about the industry. GoldenEye electrified audiences who had been craving a new Bond adventure for over 6 years since the release of Licence to Kill in summer '89. Brosnan encapsulated the 90s Bond. He had the swagger of Connery, the quips of Moore and Lazenby, and some of the intensity of Dalton to make him arguably the most all-rounder of the 6 actors to play 007 to date. In this video, as we've done with Connery, Lazenby, Moore and Dalton already, we're giving our picks for our 5 favourite Brosnan Bond moments. Before we get started, let us know your favourite Brosnan moments in the comments below, and don't forget to click subscribe at the top of the page to ensure you don't miss out as soon as we upload new content to the channel. Come and find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and you can drop us an email with suggestions for future reviews on the channel to crawfordclarkcloseup@gmail.com. With all that said, let's get started. Kicking proceedings off at number 5, we have Bond's frosty welcome back from M when he's traded back to the UK following his stint in North Korea. M's direct response to Bond's "You don't seem too pleased to see me. If I had my way, you'd still be in North Korea," and Bond and M discussing Bond cracking under torture and hemorrhaging information to the enemy is a fascinating sequence that feels like it's straight out of Fleming's pages. A shock considering how fantastical Die Another Day becomes by the end of the story. Brosnan and Dench are, as always, on top form here. At number 4, we stick with Die Another Day and Bond with General Moon on the bridge, where Bond has accepted his fate and knows that he's going to his death. Dishevelled and beaten, Brosnan shows us a side to the screen Bond that we've never seen before, which makes this an engaging sequence to watch within his Bond tenure. Beginning the top 3, we have Bond waiting in his hotel room in the Atlantic in Tomorrow Never Dies. Having ruined Elliot Carver's inaugural launch of the Carver Media Group network by arranging a station break, Bond waits to see who Carver will send. He pours himself a vodka and sits patiently in shirt and bow tie with gun poised, waiting to see who will walk through the door in a sequence that's very reminiscent of Bond waiting for Dent at Miss Taro's home in Dr. No. Brosnan has arguably never looked sharper as Bond than he does in this sequence. In second place, we have Bond meeting Trevelyan in the graveyard amongst the statues. It's an eerie sequence with beautifully written dialogue that shows that old allies have now instantly become rivals. Bond learns of Trevelyan's true intentions and Trevelyan's bitterness towards Bond in a brilliantly played sequence between Brosnan and one of his best antagonists in Sean Bean. Our number 1 favourite Brosnan Bond moment comes in the often unfairly maligned The World Is Not Enough, as Bond is forced to shoot Elektra in cold blood. It's the most ruthless Brosnan's Bond gets and perfectly demonstrates how adept Brosnan is at playing the darker, conflicted side of 007 when he's not quipping and flirting and plying on the charm. His "I never miss" before casually stroking Elektra's hair back from her face is a haunting moment, made all the more impactful in that M witnesses the moment unfold. So, those are our 2 cents on the best moments of the Brosnan Bond era. For now, what are your thoughts on our picks? Let us know your top Brosnan Bond moments in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Crawford-Clark Close-Up. So, we've made it to the final hurdle. We're at the Daniel Craig era of Bond. James Bond will return in an in-depth review of the 3 iterations of Fleming's debut Bond novel Casino Royale in its transformation to the screen. From Barry Nelson in 1954 to the 1967 spoof, up to Daniel Craig's Bond debut in 2006. Before we get there, however, we'll be taking a look back at the title sequences of Bond over the years, with our ranking of all 24 in the series to date. Thanks for watching, and until next time, that's a wrap.